Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Naomi and I make travel related videos to inspire you to travel. More and more countries are set to open up its borders to tourists thanks to the vaccines, so it's time to gear up for travel plans. I wouldn't say the same for Malaysia,
and that pisses me off.
but I do see the light at the end of the tunnel. In today's video, I'll be giving you some ideas on what souvenirs you can get for yourself on your next trip. These souvenirs are more for yourself than for others. For others, you can get them like keychains and chocolates. So unless you're a collector of fridge magnets and keychains with a designated wall of fame for them, most likely these items are sitting somewhere in the corner collecting dust. I know because I've been there. So hopefully this video will give you inspiration on getting useful souvenirs and bring more meaning to the money spent. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy traveling and subscribe to this channel for more travel content. I don't always buy souvenirs during my travels, but sometimes when I do, I make sure that they are something useful so that I can be frequently reminded of the destination associated with the item. First up is this pair of earrings that I got from Florence that I wear almost every single day. I bought it from one of the jewelry shops on the Ponte Vecchio bridge. Florence is known for its jewelry, so it's worth buying a piece there, especially ones with the Florentine symbol. I love these earrings because it has a simple yet unique design. It has a crisscross, kind of snake-like texture, and the hinge is pretty unique because I've never seen one like this before. I almost ended up not visiting the Ponte Vecchio bridge because I was too tired and I wanted to take a nap, but eventually my sisters managed to lure me out and we made it to the bridge. The shops closed at 7 p.m. sharp, and I remember the sellers weren't very keen on doing business at that time. As an Asian, that was new to me because I'm used to Chinese aunties and uncles that would happily wait for you to make your decision and complete the purchase. It's all about the money, guys. I guess work-life balance in Italy is really a thing. While we're still talking about Italy, my next souvenir purchase are these very fashion boots from Rome. I love boots, although Malaysian weather ain't built for it, but it doesn't hurt to own a few pairs, right? Italy is known for their leather goods, so it's a good idea to pick up some leather goods there because it's relatively cheaper and the quality is really good. Actually, this is kind of a bad example because of course these aren't real leather at all, but you get my point. It has a snakeskin pattern and the heels are of a good height. Although it's cheap, it's actually really comfortable. So I wasn't planning on getting any boots, but on our last day in Rome, my sisters and I stumbled on this shoe shop on our way back from a hearty lunch at Pasta Chef, and we actually witnessed a snatch thief right around the corner of the store. Scary, but happy memories only. So the lunch at Pasta Chef was amazing. Next useful souvenir I got is this foldable umbrella from Tokyo. I always carry around a foldable umbrella with me because it either gets too hot or it rains. This umbrella has a spring sakura design and I love it because it's so flat and lightweight. It's perfect for traveling. The quality isn't the best, but it gets the job done. I bought this umbrella from a convenience store in Asakusa when my sisters and I were walking around in our kimonos. That was really quite an experience. We had to walk around very demurely because the outfit was just really tight. Say hello to my lovely bag from London. Bicester Village to be exact. In case you don't already know, Bicester Village is an outlet shopping centre that sells luxury goods at a slash price. This is a crossbody bag from the Camden Satchel Company, a British brand. The style is called the Traveller. How appropriate, right? It is black in colour, obviously, and it has a textured hard leather with gold accents. My sisters and I dedicated an entire day to shopping at Bicester Village. It was so tiring and it was so cold, but the moment I saw this bag, it perked me right up. It was love at first sight. I needed and wanted a bag, so I really wanted to get it, but you see, even though it was love at first sight, I went in and out of the store 3 to 4 times before finally buying it. My sisters were just sick and tired of me at that point. Hey, I had a budget to stick to, okay? So apparently this bag, as in this style and colour, is exclusive to Bicester Village only, so the next souvenir is useful when I eventually put it to use. It is this beautiful piece of cloth from Taipei. Just look at this shade of red. It complements my skin tone, don't you think? This is probably a 3-meter piece with flowers and a big fan. Not sure if you can see it, but the gold in the print is shiny, so it adds some dimension to this piece of art. My family and I visited Tihua Street sometime around Chinese New Year and the festive spirit was still up. There were Chinese New Year decorations and also street vendors selling ang paos, lanterns and snacks. Then something caught my mom's eye. It was the textile shop. Textile is like catnip to my mom, and somehow she managed to influence me to get a piece for myself too. And so that's how I ended up with this. But no regrets because I really like it. The plan is to get it tailored into a cheongsam for Chinese New Year 2022, so stay tuned to see if it made the cut. And lastly, for the bonus cliche souvenir that is not exactly useful. It is postcards from the places that I've been to. Well, postcards are useful to help jog my memory. Postcards are something that I would buy consistently during my travels, and I guess the reason why I love buying postcards for myself is because my friends just don't send me any postcards from their countries. All jokes aside, I just enjoy the process of reviewing my trip and penning down my thoughts, so I would usually find some time to jot down the highlights of my trip on the postcard. These are just some that I have from Vietnam, London, Florence, St. Petersburg. So there's a difference between buying some postcards and bringing them back home versus writing on it and mailing them back home. To me, a postcard is kind of like a brief journal, and it allows me to feel what I felt when I was writing these postcards at a certain point of time, like all the memories. And I love the fact that these postcards have traveled to me and how the stamps look all stamped up. A postcard makes a cheap souvenir, however, stamps can be kind of pricey depending on the country. Plus, there's a slight hassle of finding the mailbox, but honestly, the only time I ever struggled with finding a mailbox was that one time in Taipei. But other than that, it was pretty easy to find a mailbox. Okay, maybe I should just read one postcard. This is from St. Petersburg back in 2018. So it says, Привет, St. Petersburg is pretty amazing, right? A much more laid-back vibe than Moscow. Despite its bad first impression, it grew on you as soon as the sun came up. Disclaimer, bad first impression is because the moment I arrived, it was rainy and gloomy pretty much the entire day. But that was okay. St. Petersburg was beautiful and they have pretty good food like that Dvie Palochki sushi. European-style architectures and lots of gold. Peter the Great is really smart in building St. Petersburg, employing workforce from other countries to build his city. Resourceful indeed. The walking tour is a great way to explore the city. Must look out for more of such tours. Damn, I miss my bath and comfy bed already at Lomonosov Hotel. I remember writing this postcard. I was at a waffle cafe. They had really good waffles, by the way, next to the Lomonosov boutique hotel that I was staying at. I had already checked out, so I was just waiting to head to the airport because I was going to Kazan right after that. So yeah, a lot of good memories here. I really like doing the walking tour, and I wish I went for more walking tours. So these are some of the items that you can get as souvenirs on your next trip. I have more to show, but I'm going to keep it for another video. Let me know down in the comments below what's your favorite souvenir in your collection. I would really like to know. I can't wait to travel, but until then, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching my loot and subscribe to this channel for more travel inspiration.